Alrighty, hello, welcome back to Zanthyst Gaming. Sorry this is getting up there so late. I had a meeting that went quite late, and my first day with students is Wednesday, so spending a lot of time in the classroom and such, so it's getting up a little bit late. This build is also a bit of a pain in the butt, so hopefully we can get it going for you and help you out with any issues you're having. So some keys to this build is that when enemies are cursed by your frailty, you take less damage, so that's important to keep up. You can also apply an area slow around you by being in proximity to the monsters, which will make them take more damage. And then you can command your skeletons. Now I've taken the liberty of rebinding where my abilities are by right clicking and then click dragging and repositioning them where I want them to be. Your damage is basically dependent upon Land of the Dead and then mashing your Devour key while Land of the Dead is up. I would not recommend numlocking Land of the Dead because there are times where you do not want to devour, but you want to move forward a little bit, get some enemies on the screen, and then devour. So don't numlock your Land of the Dead. Or, sorry, your devour. So curse the targets, sick your guys on them, and then devour. And once you get one dead, you can start getting the corpses on everyone else. But until then, you just have no damage. But once you get one dead, it kind of becomes a domino effect, right? So, yeah. Let's go and get into it. Another quick tip is that on the first floor, there are like soul jars in the environment that you can command your skeletons on to do some burst damage to the enemies in the zone. Right, let's go and get into this. So I'm just going to kind of walk through these guys. I'm going to ignore this first pack of enemies and teleport through them until I get to here, and then I'm going to mash my buttons. And the reason for that is very intentional because I want to get this pack with that, and I also want to get going up here and then use the skeletons from that. Well, theoretically I was going to use the remaining skeletons, but it looks like I don't have any. So alright, we're going to command onto the jars to kill this guy. Everything's focused on this guy. We're standing in proximity to increase the slow damage on him, right? And then we can kill the other things, theoretically. And if you curse them, they die sooner. So make sure you do that. Now, there's an elite here. We're not going to be able to kill anytime soon because we don't have Land of Dead. So we're going to skip him for a second. And we're going to come back in just a second, right? So I'm going to pull some enemies over here. I'm just going to kind of set up some dominoes to be ready for when we are good to hit our Land of Dead, right? So I'm just hitting some curses on things so they die just a little bit quicker. And I'm just trying to be ready for that moment when my Land of Dead is up. And then I'm just mashing my Devour. Just mashing the crap out of it. And then unfortunately that stuff spawned over there, which is kind of a bummer. But we want to try to get down here as quick as possible because there's a second elite that we want to take care of with that Devour. With that one Devour, we want to make sure we get both of those. Now I can focus a little worm guys. See, if I would have had that numlock there, I wouldn't have had Devours for those guys there. And then we wouldn't have been able to kill this room as easily as we're about to kill it. So. Easily, quote unquote. Right? Just kind of domino it down and keep moving. I'm not going to worry about that guy. We're a little bit ahead. We're just going to go on to the next floor. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to skip these guys until I get to these little spiders here because they're pretty easy to kill. And then we can use that to corpse lance down the other guys. So we're looking for small enemies to sick our skeletons on, right? This little spider here is a perfect one. And then we can just take those out and we can use it to keep moving forward with it. And I'm not completely mashing. I'm stopping sometimes because I want to like kind of use these corpses strategically, right? Now, I could pop my Land of Dead here, but I'm not going to because I have another elite that I want to kill with that in a second here. All right, that looks like the best option right there that I have them commanded on. So get on that guy, please. And we're just going to curse them. I'm wasting a lot of time here on these guys I don't really need to be. We didn't need to kill this pack of trash. This was probably a mistake to go down that little alley. When I did some testing, it worked out a lot better than that, but whatever, it's fine. So the reason we didn't use our Land of Dead earlier is we wanted to have it for this elite here. And also for the next elite down the way over here, right? We want to try to get both of these 2 elites with that one landed dead. And if we would have used it on the previous pack, we wouldn't have been able to do that. So, just little things you can do to make this just a little bit easier on yourself. It's a pretty painful one if we're going to be completely honest about it, right? But anything we can do to kind of minimize that pain is for the better. And then we just kill those, move on. There will be a little pylon up here, and I'm not going to hit it right away because I want to have my landed dead up when I hit it. Just so I can use landed dead and just like smurf through everything, just fly through everything, right? We're not going to have a whole lot of power outside of our landed dead window here, but there are a lot of elites that we can kind of hit in this little floor. So I want to kind of use it to the best of my ability. All right, we're going to pop it here, and we're going to use it to take out all this junk. And then we're going to kind of move along this way and keep clearing. We're going to teleport a little bit, and we have another elite here that we can take out. And do I have enough landed dead left? No, I don't. Okay, so we'll just come back, grab these. I'm using my speed pylon to come down this way. I'm going to grab a shielding pylon just because it'll make me a little bit tougher. Not really a necessity, but yeah, we're taking it. And we're just going to stand in the middle of these guys here because the speed pylon does do damage. So if we can do that, that helps out a little bit, I feel like. And then we're going to beat it with plenty of time left over. It looks like there's another elite up here. I actually don't think we need to kill it, though. I think this guy's the lowest health guy in here. Let's kind of try to use that. And then kind of use our corpses to take him down, and that'll spawn the Griff Guardian, who will command our skeletons onto. And then we just have to wait for landed dead, because we're not killing him outside of landed dead. So just try not to die to his lightning. He doesn't do a whole lot. As you can see, I kind of stood in quite a bit of it. When there's 3 of them, it's a little bit more, so just kind of walk around it. And you're just waiting for your landed dead to come up, and then you're done. So hopefully that helps you guys. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, the challenge rift this week, so hopefully that does help you guys out. You can see we're nowhere close to having a good time, but we did clear it, so go us. Pestilence, I'm not gonna lie, Pestilence is not my jam, very clearly, right? But just strategic use of the landed dead cooldown lets me get through the rift and get my challenge rift bag. Hopefully that helps you if you were struggling with it. Either way, thank you guys for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye, team.